My name is Battery Batty. I made an iCarly joke at the beginning that's not gonna get heard by anybody. Twitter is dying currently. You can find me on my card that's linked to my Twitter. I'm very frustrated right now and sad. Next person. Sure.
Hi, Ninja Dance Funhouse. I'm going next just so no one has to, feel obligated to go next. Video editor for the channel manager. I play Daisuke here. If I'm not in something, I'm behind the scenes. Noodle.
Hi, I'm Noodle Laser. I currently am getting over a cold. I play Kunai here. I play lots of people elsewhere. I'm trying to keep my game running. It's hard. My commissions are always open. Shack.
Hi, Blackjack K9. I'm also here. I'm in a good mood today, apparently. You can look at my commission sheet on, well, what is left of Twitter, and I might be moving to other sites soon. Right now, I'm still trying to figure out how to use Fair Affinity, if anyone wants to check that out. I doubt it, but I'm over there right now. Idea of Digimon Knighthood coming back soon, maybe?
Cool. I'm KaybleProvider. DM for file Phantasma is hot, so bear with me today. If you can't find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram, same name, KaybleProvider. Batty, recap.
Oh boy, what happened last time? Well, let me try to scramble my brain to remember. Last time on the file Phantasma, after having a very not so great encounter in the prior episode with Spirit Agency's own dedicated, not Spirit Agency, Spirit World's own dedicated military force, Naoki decided not to go back to Spirit Worlds to learn more information about Aruzumi's current situation. So Daisuke instead went up to investigate, especially considering Daisuke has his own personal hatred of Aruzumi, and met number 3, the leader of Spirit Agency. I don't know, their special task force. But yeah, no, that guy's a dick. Don't worry about him. And I'm trying to remember what did Daisuke learn from going up to Spirit World?
Oh, that August is the one who made that little hole in the HQ that the stigma came through.
Oh yeah, of course. Then going forward, Kunai, was this on this episode when Kunai had met with Hana?
No, it was the previous one. This was Yamada.
that's right. Basically, Kunai and Naoki met with Yamada. Kunai apologized to Yamada, but everything was fine. And Matt,
You're drawing a massive blank, Batty.
Yeah, there was
a pretty important blank.
Yes, I'm remembering the session out of order, so I'm trying to remember the things that I remember first that happened towards the end of the session. Okay, I need help now. I'm tagging out, Dan.
I'm gonna just take it from here because I want to start.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You did an entire thing where you called Pyro up.
Fuck.
Remember?
Yeah, the most important part of last session. Now I remember.
You had a meeting with Pyro and Hiroki, who are both the same and not the same. Naoki gleaned some information through that event. There were some realizations that were made. I'm not going to give everything away. You just check the episode out. And Matt is lost in technically death. I guess that's the best way to put it. Matt's dead, technically. Matt's fighting his way through the afterlife to go accomplish his own personal goal.
I think we found our title for this episode.
Matt's dead.
Technically.
And Daisuke got punched into a tree. After completing his business in Spirit World, he ventured off to go start training with the Cardinals. And your initial first part of training was to get decked in the face by the Dragon of the East.
Success.
But as we pick back up, while Kunai, Naoki, and Daisuke deal with their problems above, we're gonna go to the very, essentially bottom of where all things would be.
Okay.
Let's find the lair. Right here. Matt, where you find yourself is on the banks of a new realm. You had just finished watching First disappear off, as he said he'll be back shortly, or at least as quickly as he can. But he's left you alone to wander the animal realm. You don't know specifically where you're supposed to go, other than the tallest peak that you can see, and you're just gonna have to trust the stick that he gave you to guide the way. But you're pretty lost and all alone by yourself here. The overall feeling you get from being in this realm is it's extreme. It's got a very eerily familiar vibe to you, but what's the best way to describe it? You know how when if there's something in a room, if there's a light breeze coming through a room and it's causing something to tap ever so lightly and you can just barely hear it.
Yeah.
And it's something like that, but with a sense you get here. It should be normal, but there's just something that's bothering you. But you find yourself in a very grassy area. You see over towards the border of the Preda realm. The demons there are just slamming themselves up against the border. They can still see you, and they're some of them are destroying each other and themselves, trying to rip through and get to you, but they can't reach you. In a way, it's a very sad sight to see that this is what these people were reduced to because of what they chose to do in life.
Well, they have to get through this now. It's their own fault.
We find you, one little dog, alone in a big old realm.
Okay.
Would you like?
I had to find my way through here, so I gotta use my wit. That and this stick must mean that way. I just point straight forward.
You start to point. The stick points straight forward, and you start to go. How do you plan to do it? Do you want to scale the rocks or walk around?
I thought that. I'm gonna use the fucking telekinesis on some cards and use them as stepping stones to get up.
So you're just gonna beeline it and run?
Yeah.
All right,
Small
beeline
thing.
it. As you're doing so, give me either a perception or an investigation, your choice.
Let me see. Investigations there. 23.
23. All right. So, put yourself on the map, position yourself where you are on the map, so I know where you're at. You start using cards to levitate them up and walk, and as you're doing so, you're getting a good overview of the area. It's very, it's weird to say, but you kind of get why they say the saying of oh, we sent the dog to the big farm upstate, where he has plenty of room to run around and be happy and free. You start to understand where that that terminology might have come from to some degree, because you just have this this uncontrollable urge to run and just roll around and enjoy this area. It feels
Damn.
It feels very nice to you, but you're not sure why, and you start to see movement in some areas around here too.
Do I get a good look at what's going on, or?
You don't get a good look at it. You just know it's right above. It's right in front of you, past the first tree.
All right. I guess I'll start walking down then. I won't go straight to the ground, but I'll just get Just like a few feet above it, just...
You start to make your way close. You hear voices in the back of your head start to speak. I'd be careful of this. You're alone and you don't know what's in this realm. You hear one of the voices from the Remnant of Yakima speaking to you. You know this one to be the intellectual voice.
It's been a while since I heard one of yous.
We were busy, and we've also been trying to avoid any prolonged contact with that thing running around, or at least trying to break into your mind every other day.
Ah, that's fair.
Well, it seems it can't find you right now. So, we're free to talk.
Hooray.
As you start to walk down and take a look at what's behind the tree, you start to feel something a bit strange. Roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana now. Wow, that is a double nat 1 and it's still a 14.
Well, let's roll a 100. It's not that bad. You just fail. You don't pick up on anything, but as you make your way over to this tree right there, I will place a token on the map. Jack drew these for me.
Get here.
What side? Choose side. You make your way forward and you see just there, next to a tree, it looks like it's fashioned up a bunch of leaves and it's made blankets out of leaves and just foliage, and it's just laying down on the ground. And you see, as you get a little closer and your eyes are focusing a bit more, leading up to where it's laying, you see little splatters of blood.
Oh dear God.
Once you get a little closer and you can see it, it kind of has the same feel as you. It's definitely a spirit, but it's more like canine in appearance. And it just gestures up and looks at you.
Are
Have
you
come to
alright?
finish me off?
What? No. What happened? Are you okay?
This is, I guess, my afterlife. Or my life. I don't remember anymore.
Hold on. I'll just jump down, head over to him and see the damage.
You go and you take a look. His foot is missing.
Ooh.
It looks like he's done his best to treat the wound as much as possible, but he's just been dragging a bloody stump, and it looks like this is where he collapsed. It's canine in appearance, but still has this almost ghostly feel towards it.
Yeah. Do you know where there might be some other people who can help? Is there anyone else around?
There are many, but we stay in hiding.
Why?
This realm... It used to be... You see it's struggling to talk to you a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, it's such a long story. And you feel this. You feel the spirit beginning to fade a little bit more as it looks at you. Beware the one they call Suture. Things were not right since he appeared. Roll a history check as you look at this thing fading away.
It's not 20.
This thing's very familiar to you, but you can't fully place what it is, but like its spirit feels familiar towards you. And it opens one eye and gets a good look at you. Oh, you're a patchwork.
What?
I've seen many beings like you. Your fates are the saddest, but you don't seem to be dead yet. At least not fully. And with a very weak hand, like not pointing towards the mountain, but pointing towards like a little bit off to the side.
Mm.
If you head that way and follow the path, you'll find a small, like, crevasse that leads forward, but in that space there where the patchworks hide. They've been forced to suffer a fate worse than any of us have. Me. A part of me was taken, but the rest of me will move on. And with a big smile as you see him begin to fade away, the history check with that 20, it begins to set in as you realize like who this is when they speak to you. Maybe in my next life, I'll get to see my brothers again.
No. No. You can't be.
Take care, Patchwork. And if you should find Suture, he has something precious to me. Please take it back to them if you can.
I will.
And he begins to fade and shine and smile as like his spirit lifts up. But unfortunately with that double nat 1, you wouldn't feel this. Your body is like through the sheer amount of spiritual pressure you feel as though like a weight has just been slammed down in a massive radius right here. As you see the fading on this creature stop, and then he just immediately starts coughing up again. No.
What's going on?
My soul is incomplete. I can't pass on.
Yes.
It didn't-
Hold on. It's gonna be okay. Just
This pain. So many years I've endured it. I've tried to help and make this realm better. But it seems it'll be my fate to stay under this tree forever.
No, it's not. Give me your arms.
He weakly holds an arm up to you.
I try and like pull him up off the ground. Like I make sure to use my own body as like a crutch to keep him up for a minute, just so I can get him onto my back at least.
Roll a strength check. Not a high DC.
I'm also bad at strength. Ooh, 7.
You struggle with it a little bit, but with enough time, you do manage to like get him onto your back. It just takes you about like between making sure he doesn't bleed out, making sure that things like are he's comfortable. I'd say it takes you about like 15 to 20 minutes to get him stable. You notice the sun hasn't moved its position at all, and it's a very comfortable type of warm around here. And as the sun hits his skin, he just starts to smile, but outside of like the foliage, when like the blanket has been taken off of him, you see bits of his fur ripped out. You see parts of his flesh like stitched and ripped open. You see his body parts look mangled and unnecessarily like just like aged with time. You don't know how long he's been here, and you don't really know what's happened to him. He just, from an outsider looking in, he looks like a very old sick dog.
Okay, you're gonna have to be my my guide while we're here. I'll be your legs.
I will do what I can.
All you have to do is rest up for now, and just let me do the walking.
It seems unfair. I should be given this kindness without at least knowing the name of the person I can thank.
Just call me Matt for now.
Thank you, Matt. You remind me of Ray. I hope they're all right. And from there, you'll start making your way and moving. Which way are you going? Towards the mountain or the direction he pointed you in? Where would you like to go?
The direction he pointed me in.
Okay, you want to go to the patchwork place?
Yeah.
Alright. You start carrying him along and walking towards like the area he pointed you in. You keep getting more and more of this desire to like run and be free and just have like experiences and just enjoy this realm. And as it happens, I need you to make one more history check.
Oh, 20.
You start going and you can't see a path that would lead you to where you need to be, but your feet move on their own. You don't know mentally where you're going, but you instinctually know where you're going. And then a little bit like you hear the voices in your head speaking to you again. You hear the aggressive voice this time. Well, you're not like even remotely lost in this realm.
I don't know why, but my feet just move on their own.
You been here before?
Apparently, maybe at least once before I woke up back on Earth, but I don't remember any of it, so...
Well, I guess the living really aren't supposed to remember these areas. They're trials that are used to hone the spirit and see if you're not your physical sense, but more who you are, is deserving of a second chance at life. Or however many chances you've been reincarnated into. Some people get it once, some people get it a million times over and over again. Just don't get lured into it. If you desire to stay here, it's basically saying you want to die.
I have too much to do back home. I can't let myself get suckered into this.
Keep your wits about you. We're here if you need us.
Thank you. Make sure to keep me on track if I start to lose my way.
Got it. Yell really loudly.
Yep, that's about it.
You get a little chuckle. As you're making your way through, following a path you aren't sure why you know the way, but you make your way around like up to this point before you start moving forward. When you start to notice gashes in the trees and sections of the forest that have just been torn down and like ripped apart. And it's not like small sections either. It's like something big looks like it just rampaged through half of the forest and like leveled a good portion of it.
Oof. Yeah.
But as you progress forward a little bit, you get the occasional cough from the being on your back. Matt, what brings you to this realm? You're
Well,
still warm.
I'm here looking for someone.
Is there any way I can help you?
The only way you can help me right now is if you get better first.
I won't be better until I'm complete.
It'll be fine, don't worry. I'd pull out some pocket candy. Here, try to eat something.
You give him a piece of candy. It's sweet on the tongue. You think that you catch a little bit of a smile, and then you also just your shoulder feels a little wet as you just feel tears like spilling down it. I haven't tasted anything like this in so long.
Well, the faster we manage to get you through this, the quicker we can get you out to taste all sorts of things.
It's a kind thought, but I'm not even sure if I'll get that.
Yes, you will. It's when you start thinking that way, that's when you start to lose. Don't ever stop thinking that you'll make it through any challenge.
Are you sure you're not one of my brothers?
I have a feeling I might know them.
As you say that, his head rises up even though he's woozy. Are they safe?
Oh,
Are they
they're
alive?
fine. They're very excitable as always.
Of course they would be. I'm sure they've made wonderful lives for themselves and moved on.
You know, I don't even know what they're currently up to. It's been a while since I've spoken to them. There was the whole tournament, then we had some things go on after, and then didn't really talk much. I should call them when we get through this. And
Matt, you pull out your phone as like a reflex when you think I should call them, and then it dawns on you, shit, do I even get service in the afterlife?
fuck.
And then the other thought dawns on you, did I tell anybody where I was going?
Double fuck.
You don't know if you have service in the afterlife.
I dare flip up the screen of my phone just to check.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary. You're not sure like how it works though.
Okay, I'm going to try something. This is going to be very strange if this works, though. Let's see. Who the fuck am I going to call? Fuck
And
it,
this is happening while you're
try,
walking.
I'll just try Ogre for no reason.
You try to dial out. You just get a dead tone.
I didn't think that would work. What about the text? It's just, yo fam, you good?
You get a response back from just like a service provider Or it's like, we're sorry, but your carrier plan does not accompany you in the afterlife. If you'd like to sign up for our after death package, please fill out this form. And for an additional $59.95 a month, we'll have you set up.
Oh, so much. I'm not gonna be coming back here. Fuck it, I'll just do it.
You're gonna spend $59.99 to get the after death package.
Yeah, I'm gonna cancel it after a month.
Oh, that's a dick move.
Jack, I just want you to know how unbelievably triggered I am about this conversation.
I'm so sorry.
We're gonna move you over now. As you've been walking for a while, you're waiting for your phone to load up when you find yourself like in that crevasse that he was telling you to go towards, and you'll be at the bottom of the map. No big Matt, little Matt. And let's see. Let's Sizzity see. As you start to make your way in with him on your back, you get the feeling that you're being watched by something, and as you start to make your way into the crevice, oh heavens, I need you to make a dex save.
Oh, I'm supposed to be good at those, come on. 13.
It's 14, Jack.
Ah!
The being on your back falls to the ground as your foot gets snared up and you're dragged up into the air.
Wait.
And then immediately you see a bunch of spirits coming over. They've got like what looks like makeshift spears made out of like a sharpened down bone and stones and whatever like things they can find. Who are you?
Oh, thank God, it's more people.
I don't want any business from you.
I was really hoping this wasn't some sort of creature. Oh, thank God, it's people. Hello. I'm not here to hurt anyone.
No one comes here unless you want more spare parts, don't you? You're with Suture.
What?
It starts to come out of the darkness a little bit and walk towards you. You see a feline figure, and Matt, I don't know what you would need to roll for this. I don't know if it would be a wisdom save or if it would be a con save for you. I'll describe what it is, and you describe what save you think would be appropriate for Matt to do. As they step out, you see almost like split down the face. It looks like their head is two different like cats sewn together. Their paws don't match the color. Their body parts look different. And they just look mangled and uncomfortable in their own skin. And it looks a lot like you.
Yeah, that'd not be a wisdom save. Okay.
You hold your sanity together.
Oh.
But as it shows up, I'm not going to put all the tokens on the map because it'll make Roll20 go dumbass slow. But
Yeah.
You start to see, like, just out of different places and hiding, you see, like, 9 or 10 more spirits come out. Different types, too. Lizards, cats, dogs, apes, all sorts of different animals, but they're all, like, they all look like they were ripped apart and put back together in different ways. And you're just hanging upside down.
Can you get me down, please?
You see him lowering his spear in front of you. You're a patchwork. Apologies.
I thought you kind of could see that by the fact that half of me is green.
You see it look down a little bit. Unfortunately, my eyes don't work.
Oh, I'm
Well.
sorry. Oh no, I feel bad. I'm super sorry.
If it had been maybe 3 years ago, I could have seen it, but... Or was it 300? I don't even remember anymore.
It's okay. It's okay. Calm down.
They help you down, and then you just see him like wave over. It's all right. It's one of us. I think. He just goes over and puts a hand on you. You're still warm.
I'm still alive.
How?
I came here through other means.
How did you... We were told patchworks don't get a second chance at life.
Unfortunately, you don't really remember much when you wake back up again, so I can't tell you.
Is there really nothing you can remember? And you see all of them looking at you.
I'm afraid not.
Roll
All I
me
remember
one
is
more.
I only really remember up to partly of my death and then waking back up again.
They're all just looking down and sullen.
So, I mean, it's probably possible. I can't tell you what it is, but
Hmm.
I mean, if I remember something, I'll pass it along, definitely. I'm sorry, I'm also thinking about my friend here who is injured.
We'll do what we can for him. I believe we might have something that'll help. And
Thank you.
they pick him up. They put him over here to rest and just like... You see that they're going through and like they're breaking down what little rations that they have. They're trying to like work with what little resources that they've got, and they're just they're struggling, but they're doing it. But they all look very just drained in the face. They all look like you. Like the way that they're ripped apart is very similar to how how you are. After a minute or two, because I put the token on the map, you see a very big lizard come walking towards you.
Oh,
He doesn't
hello.
look as ripped apart as the rest, but he's still like slightly damaged. He leans in and he smells you. He gets that good sniff, bro.
Looks nervous, quickly sniffs underarm.
Matt, right?
How did you know that?
I remember you.
Oh, I was here. Oh, of course I was here. Stupid question.
You were here. We wouldn't have this if it wasn't for you.
Oh,
Patchworks never had a place in the animal realm. Incomplete beings can't reincarnate. And you see him like chuckle a little bit as he leans up on like a wall. The mangy mutt I remember rolling through here a couple 100 years ago. I believe his exact words were, "Fuck that, I'm leaving."
that does sound like me, doesn't it?
I always thought he got you, but if you're warm, that means you did it. Which means the rest of us can. And a lot of the other ones in here start to like sit back and like rest and like they're muttering to themselves like, Is it possible we don't have to stay here like this anymore? What brings you back, Matt? Why would you choose to return to this place?
I was not meant to stop here. I was meant to be going deeper. I am on a journey to talk to someone.
What can we give you to help?
Well,
Or rather, it's not so much giving, this is yours. What we have does, in a sense, belong to you.
no. If you really did know me back then you know I'm not going to just take something like this from you. Even if you say it's mine, it's not, it's yours.
That was a bit of a test. I had to make sure it was actually you. Suture has been relatively quiet. I didn't know if he was attempting to mess with our minds again.
Can you tell me more about this person?
Sad you can't. You're the one who told us about him.
Did I tell you anything that might be helpful about him?
You said his spirit haunted you in life, so even after death you would continue to chase him. Until you made him pay for what he did.
So it is him.
What's left of him, anyway. 100 million lifetimes. For what he's done in life, he will be forced to suffer in the animal realm, amongst the beings that he's damaged in life. But that wasn't enough. He chose to start seeing what he could do after death. Rather than repent, he dove further. And then one day he just disappeared. But we're not so stupid. Our bodies not so destroyed, our brains not so rotted away, that we don't remember what he did to us. Nor will we forgive or let our guard down ever, until he is out of this realm. Even if Patchworks can't reincarnate, we can make this life our paradise if we get rid of him.
Oof. Well, that sure was a lot.
We don't know where he is, that's...
Well then, it's lucky I'm here. Puts on false bravado. I can see where he might be hiding.
Walks up to you and puts a hand on your shoulder. The concerns of the dead need not bother the living.
Tough shit.
No. You said you came here with a purpose, and to find someone. Who are you looking for?
I just bring him in. I just lead him over here just a bit, just to make sure we're out of earshot of everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for Izanami.
She who sleeps under it all.
I told you I was going deep.
There's only one path to Izanami. It will require you to essentially conquer a trial most people don't succeed. Only a hardened spirit can do it, but you've reincarnated once before. I'm afraid I'll be little help to you other than pointing you in the right direction.
No, it's absolutely fine.
until the border of this realm, I am free to travel with you if you so desire.
That would be great help.
You see him lean his head over, like towards the cat, and just goes, Franz, watch over them until I get back. Just throws a thumbs up to the big old lizardy man. We have some time before we'll reach the border. I can fill you in on whatever you need to know while you're here, but we should make forward now.
Okay.
Suture's not the only dangerous thing in the animal realm. And you are going to pair up with this creature and begin making your way through. He has not told you his name yet, so we'll cover that when we circle back.
Okay.
Alrighty. Everybody else, roll me a casual initiative. Let's see who's doing.
Damn.
Alright. Kunai Naoki Daisuke. Let's get some different music, but Kunai Naoki, you guys are in the same place, so
We-
what you doing, Stella Yamadas?
Okay, so first off, I wanted to tell Hiroki that I needed to speak with Pyro again.
I mean, he's right there, talk to him.
Okay, so I just wanted to apologize. We were being so cagey because we didn't know how much it was we were allowed to tell you without causing more damage. And realistically, now that I know how much I could say, I just want to tell you, we love you and care about you very much, and we just don't want you to do what August wants. That's all
Pyro's
it is.
just- He's got like half a slice of pizza in his mouth, and he's just okay.
Okay, that's all it is. I'm sorry, I didn't realize how badly us being so dodgy about the subject would be so, problematic.
He's just kind of like Pyro eyes glazed over a little bit. No, it's all good. Don't worry about it too much.
Alright. Well, just so we're clear, we do this out of concern, not out of malicious intent.
I never assumed you did it out of malicious intent.
Well, yeah, I'm doing the best I can, sorry.
Yeah,
Throws a
okay,
napkin at you.
Kunai.
I am under an unbelievable amount of stress lately.
Yeah, well, there's good reason for that.
I can fix that. Peepers runs up and climbs up to your forehead. He puts the little fucking tendril on, like, just above your Jagana on your forehead, Noodle.
Yeah.
Alright. Get ready, host mind. You're gonna love this. And I want you to roll me a D100, Noodle.
No. 34.
Okay, so 34%. That's still pretty tough for somebody who's never had it before. You're about to get like 34% of just straight dopamine injected right into the brain.
Oh.
Kunai's about to vegetate out on the couch. Hold up. And there you go. You're just drooling as your head falls back. It doesn't feel bad, it feels amazing. How'd that help the stress?
That was amazing. Also, maybe don't keep doing that. That could be addictive.
You're telling me not to do it, but your brain is saying it wants more.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm gonna go see what this triangle stuff is all about, and Peepers goes and rolls around in a slice of pizza.
You've had some before.
He can't eat.
I
He
know.
just absorbs it through his tentacle. So,
This
what are you
one
doing,
probably
Kunai?
isn't spicy though. So, Sanosuke, Hideki, we need to tell you something important. Frankly, actually, everyone else here as well.
Sanosuke's sitting down impatiently. Hideki looks very irritated at the moment.
So you have been made privy to some things that you really, realistically should not have heard, with the exception of maybe our boss here. So I'm just going to warn you in advance. Certain August is going to be invading your minds on the regular now, and is going to be tempting you with the worst possible things imaginable.
Basically, he works through manipulation. If you know his name, you know he exists, then he can invade your mind. He can't control you, but he can tempt you and, create visions.
He's going to be trying to offer you anything you could possibly ever want in an attempt to surrender our good friend Pyro here.
Which, we know that neither of you would ever do, so...
Hideki is, staring bullets at you, Naoki.
Okay, listen, I would have told you sooner, but,
We literally couldn't.
We would under obligation not to, and the less people know about it, the better. But
We're serious, Hideki. We literally couldn't. Anytime this idiot tried to, he was being censored by God.
Also, we didn't want you two knuckleheads going down to the Makai and getting yourselves killed.
I mean, I'm already going to do that, as Sanosuke's, standing up.
Oh, no, you ain't.
No.
Look, something's got an issue with Hiroki, it's got an issue with me.
Well, then you can wait till we're all strong enough to face it together. If you go down there and get yourself killed, you're gonna only make that thing stronger. And it's gonna be harder for us to fight in the long run. So it's best that you train now, like the rest of us, so we can maybe have a shot at squaring up to this thing.
Sanosuke, if it makes you feel any better, I might have a shot at inviting you to train with some insanely powerful people from the Chinese continent.
I'm gonna go. And he just starts getting up.
I'm gonna grab his shoulder. Please,
Can I help you?
Don't do anything stupid.
He just rolls your shoulder off. He rolls your arm off his shoulder. I'm gonna do what I need to do.
You got a lot of people counting on you.
Well, regardless of what it is, he just kind of looks back over. He's looking at Pyro just eating pizza. Pyro's just kind of sitting around with Spike. They're just talking and shooting the shit. You all have good intentions for what you do, and I acknowledge that. But there are things you just don't understand.
Care to enlighten us, perhaps?
Do you want to learn?
As much as possible, yeah. I'm trying the best I can here.
Points over towards him and then gestures towards Hideki. You see that sitting right over there?
Yeah.
Looks to Hideki, who's giving him the same look, Naoki. You can see it. If it was Daisuke they were after, and we knew, and we didn't even at least try to inform you two, or give you some semblance of context on it, you two would never speak to us again. Regardless of blood, that's my brother.
Well, I mean, we did bring you here, eventually. We're sorry, it's just been a whole huge, complicated, and insanely stressful situation.
Welcome to being a spirit detective.
This is
Again,
a bit beyond that, I think.
We've been doing this for a while. How long have you been a spirit detective, Kunai?
Naoki's been 3 years?
It's been a while
It's
now.
been like... It hasn't been 3 years.
Out of game it has.
Out of game it has. In game it's only been like, what? Maybe just a little over a year?
I feel like it's been 3 years, right, Naoki?
We've had an eventful year, you and I.
Oh god, it's only been a year.
I know.
Just over a year.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna convince him, and I.
Hideki. And Hideki just like looks towards him. Toss me the key, please. And Hideki goes into his like pocket and pulls something out and just throws it to Sanosuke. I'm gonna go get the stuff. I'll be back in 2 days.
What stuff?
The things we use when we have very stressful problems show up. Something we could have probably used to help you earlier on. But now the situation has gotten to the point that it's at.
Yeah, we need to go talk to Plum, Naoki. I think that's pretty important.
Talk to Plum. I have things to do.
Okay. Whew. I'm a busy
Sanosuke's
lady
gonna
today.
head out. So you're gonna go talk to Plum?
Yeah.
Alright, let me find her token. I'll slap it on here. She's outside fixing her car, and she's just putting tape on it.
She's gonna like come over to Plum and she's gonna be like, I need you to shut down that other dimension right away. You don't understand. There's been a serious problem in Spirit World.
What's they gotta do with my car?
Well, that dimension you have in the back, certain August has broken into Spirit World, to our understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's still putting more tape on like cracks and shit. You see it just has car tape on it.
So, it has come to my attention that this dimension is directly linked to Spirit World. The more distance we can put between August and our boy here, the better, don't you think?
If he can rip through dimensions, he can get to the human world easier than Spirit World.
Oh, fantastic.
Besides, nobody can get into my car anyway.
What makes you so sure?
Oh no, I just know.
Inside
Yeah, roll inside on her. It's Plum.
20 what?
You don't know why, but she's very sure nothing's breaking into her car. Or breaking out of it.
Well, if you're so sure.
What? Like I said, it takes something really strong to rip a hole through a dimension.
Yeah.
The only ones I know who can do that are Pyro and Daisuke.
And a certain other being.
Yeah, but it's the god. Of course it would be able to. Like, if it's getting stronger, it's gonna be able to do more.
Ugh,
What have you done to get stronger to fight it?
Shut up, I'm working on it.
Why don't you tell me to shut up? I asked you a question.
Sorry, I'm stressed. I'm working on
Oh.
a lot of things right now.
Peepers comes running over as you say you're stressed.
No, not again. I got
Okay,
things I
get-
need to do today.
Oh yeah. Jumps on Plum's head. Ah, that's the good stuff. Plum just leans up against her car. Thank you, squishy little eyeball.
Ugh. Just trying to make sure he's safe, that's all.
You can put up barriers and protect him and put him in a little secure cage all you want. It's not gonna solve the problem, it's just a band-aid.
Yeah, well, the more time we can buy, the better.
It's more about what you're using your time for.
Ugh. Why does everyone
Look,
have to
if I'm the
right
voice of
away?
reason here, that means reason's really out the fucking window.
God damn it.
I mean, I don't even remember what this conversation was about. And she's just like getting up.
I don't know anymore.
Why don't you ask for help if you don't know what to do?
Who would I even ask?
Alright, got a whole house full of people in there who know you. Don't you have an office too?
I seem to have pissed off several of them.
Then why don't you say you're sorry?
What? I'll do that later. I think Naoki's talking with his man.
Do you just have a habit of pissing people off and not really apologizing?
Kinda, yeah. One of my many charming character traits, I guess.
No home training. She just goes. Like, everybody fucks up. Not uncommon for people to fuck up. It happens all the time. But if you let your fuck up define what your life is, then your life is just a fuck up. What do you do when you fuck up?
Get over it eventually, I guess.
No, you try to make it right.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Oh. Oh, Don't be so dismissive towards trying to ask for help and being... Go talk to people.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to do it, if you don't want to do it, you're not going to get anything out of it.
Fair.
She just kind of goes and is like, now if you'll excuse me. She grabs peepers and takes another shot of dopamine.
Hey, stop doping up on my little peepers.
It's all good, it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna go eat that pizza. And she just walks into the house.
I'm gonna go talk to Spike and Lex. I hope they didn't hear too much.
You make your way back in the house?
Yeah.
Alright. They're just sitting there. Like, Pyro's playing cards with Spike on the table and he's pissed because he keeps losing. Like, how the hell do you beat me? You can't even see them. Just that good, kid. It's that good. Lex has been cheating for him the whole time.
Hey, how much did you two hear? She's like throwing this at Spike and Lex.
Not much. You know, just that an extra dimensional being wants to rip this dude's body apart and take it for himself. Nothing too much.
Well, you're all caught up to speed then. Do you have anything that you would potentially desire that could be exploitable?
New hat?
That's easy.
Oh, I'm satisfied then. Lex? She's just kind of like, she just shrugs her shoulders.
Wow, you two are probably the best possible options I could have brought.
We have simple means. We get what we get. We take what we need along the way. We leave what we don't need.
Fair enough. Do you think maybe I could join you for a round of cards?
Come sit down. I ain't doing nothing.
Nice.
Alright, well, I'm gonna bow out if Lex is playing. I can't cheat right if she's not there. Wait, what? While you're playing cards, we'll jump to Naoki.
Maybe this wasn't a good idea after all.
Hideki's just looking at you.
Yeah, I should told you sooner.
I get why you didn't, but it still doesn't make it feel any better.
I just can't stand the idea of you, Sanosuke, going down to the Makai. I don't really have a leg to stand on though, because literally me and Kunai did the same thing with Daisuke last week. Asked Yamada's job. Jeez. I guess we'll...
May just kind of leans in. Added a bit more work onto my plate as well.
Yeah. Well, you know, you got promoted, so.
Yay, paperwork. She
Yeah.
makes a sound at you, but she's not being mean.
Go over there, I'm talking to my boyfriend.
Husband, from what I've heard.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I just... You know what, that's just it. You know why I didn't tell you. I'm a giant fucking hypocrite, and I understand, but... Again... Me and Noah Kunai know how to deal with August currently. Neither does Daisuke, neither does anybody else. Noah gonna get stronger. Currently, we're non-fine condition, so, you know, made arrangements to train some more, because, you know, training is obviously the answer to everything, but...
Training or allies.
Honestly, at this point, we just need everybody on board. Everybody that isn't going to be susceptible to August, that is. If I wasn't, you know, asked by a goddess of creation not to tell you, you know, I would have earlier, but... Again, that's not really an excuse.
It's a reason, not an excuse. And it's a good reason. It still does not hurt, though. You can't... There's no way I can know Hiroki, either of them, are in danger and not do something to do anything about it.
Honestly, one of the big reasons why I didn't tell you was... I don't know. I don't know how...
It's not me, it's Sanosuke who's more pissed with you.
And I'm worried about that idiot killing himself. And he could be mad... He could be mad at me all he wants, but if he goes down there and gets himself killed... We have time. Okay, that's the one thing we have on ourselves. As much as I don't like to admit it, the one thing that we know about August is that he's patient. If we go in blindsided now, we're all gonna die. And that's the one thing I know for sure. God damn, this music's too peppy. Hey, Spike, turn that shit down!
Sorry, I didn't realize we were setting the mood. Ugh. What else do I have on here? How's that suit you, Your Majesty?
Back to what I was saying. And he's just like ignoring Spike at this point.
I get no respect. Yeah, I get no respect over here. He goes and sits down.
I just want to get through this losing as least people as possible. And, you know, you and Hiroki mean a lot to me. And also, I guess, Hiroki in this mess. Sanosuke, you two aren't gonna do anything rash, are you?
Like he said, we've been doing this for a long time. We gave up being rash years ago. I can't afford to be rash anymore.
Guess that's all.
If I go, who stays with Hiroki?
That's a good point.
Sanosuke is not so much angry with you and Kunai. He's hurt. If things had progressed further, if something had happened to him, losing Hiroki wouldn't hurt as much as knowing we weren't even given a chance to do something to help save him.
You were worried that I was going to rob you of that opportunity. Yeah. No, that's fair.
You aren't the only spirit detectives that work there. You're trying to put everything onto your own shoulders.
I don't know, it's like... You're right.
What? He walks up to you. He puts his arms on your shoulder. And he just looks at you. We both know my shoulders are stronger than yours.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. You're like, you got like a foot and a half on me.
So why don't you stop being in Naoki's own head? And he pokes you on the forehead.
Ow!
Take a deep breath. And I'm going to tell you to say 4 words. Hideki, we need help.
Hideki, we need help.
Like you mean it, Naoki.
Fine. Hideki, we need help. Like bad. Like, holy shit bad. Like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? I saw eyeball monsters rip a person apart last week. It was insane.
He pushes something onto your chest. Well, here's some help for you. I'd meant to give it to you today anyway. It came in the mail earlier. Or rather, a very odd postal delivery.
Okay.
It's a very flamboyantly made looking ticket. And it just says to Naoki on it.
What is this?
Do you open it up?
Yeah.
It's folded.
I'll open it up.
You get a note and it reads as such. Let me just find the right music for it.
God.
I think this might do it. Yeah, that'll do it. And you just hear, like, in narration, it would read out to the members of... Oh god, I'm drawing such a blank. What was your team name for the Dark Tournament?
Ganta. Team Ganta.
Team Ganta, of course. To any free members of Team Ganta, because you're the few people I liked. How you doing? It's Orochi. I don't know if you remember me. Hey, I need a favor from any of you who's free. I'll owe you one if you come help me out. I'm attaching a little bit of a pass. If you have this on here, then my people won't kill you when you enter my territory.
How did she get this to our house?
She sent it with a very plucky delivery person. Actually, I remember them from the Dark Tournament. I don't know if you know her, I think Kunai fought her, actually. You were Kunai fought her, I don't remember who.
Was it the short sister with the black hair or the tall one with the blonde hair?
One with the black hair.
Yeah, I don't remember her name, but I know who you're talking about.
She said she couldn't figure out where the rest of everybody else was, so she just dropped this off with me. There were some other ones, but I figured I only needed the Naoki one.
Well, Naoki scratches the back of his head. I guess I was planning on going back to the Makai at some point. Anyways. I don't know. Hey.
She said she'll owe you one if you help her.
Beats
she's
doing
got a
what?
whole territory of people.
I mean, I guess it just, you know, Beach doing whatever the hell Daisuke's doing right now.
I'm sure he's having a great time. Let's jump to Daisuke.
Okay,
We're gonna circle back to you though.
that's fine.
Find you something fun to work with, Daisuke.
Yes. Find the right music for her
Ooh.
to whip my ass with.
This one's called Bone Breaker. Like, she's standing up and she's just kind of like bouncing on her foot in like a boxing position. And actually have to make your tokens smaller so you're like actually appropriately sized to the map so you're not huge.
Oh, I thought you were making it smaller because she was gonna tower over me while she beat my ass.
No, she's bigger than you, but not by like a crazy amount where there's like a massive size difference. But she's set up and she's in a boxing position near you.
Oh. Okay.
How are you feeling after that one? There's a
Said the
line of
first
ice in the
time.
crowd.
This ain't the first time I've been sent flying, but alright. I'm ready now. Is this what the training is? We going?
No, this is our warm up.
Oh,
Consider this light calisthenics.
okay.
And she's getting set. Roll initiative.
That's an 11. Oh no!
Why's her name different? Ew. Whatever. It's calling her Uradachi if
Wait,
Whatever,
I see
that-
her.
Oh, it's giving me something different.
Yours is weird.
Alright, before combat starts, she's telling you get into a position that's best for you to start in, so you're not starting from far away.
Oh, cool. Dusts himself off, and he gets over here.
She foregoes her action. Is that your state you fight in, or is that merely just how you move around?
What? Oh. What do you mean?
If you have anything you keep in reserve, you'd best use it. You won't stand a chance if you don't.
You mean this? Activating spirit control.
There it is. Ugh. She's like cracking her neck and she's looking you up and down.
With spirit control, all my bonuses kick in.
Yes, they do. This might actually be fun. All right. We're going to do this in little increments for light calisthenics, Daisuke. I need you to hit me 3 times successfully, and then we'll begin starting to move on to your training.
Right.
Your move. And she's just waiting for you.
Okay. Let's see how far away she is. Oh shit, I can probably, yeah. Daisuke rolls up. Because I get extended movement speed at this. Here it goes!
And opening move with perfected spirit weapon. A 19.
That's gonna miss.
Now, if it does miss, it has an additional effect.
Mm-hmm.
It has. It's been so long. Whenever the user attacks, the attack hit, the initial attack counts as a crit. The attack misses. Is her AC within 1d6?
Yes.
Then I have a chance to hit her with a ripple effect.
All right, go for it.
21.
You are one off.
All right, that fully missed.
So as the swing goes through and like the perfected spirit weapon swings like at her, like you've seen people dodge it, you've seen people like block it with their weapons. She just kind of holds up her hand and grabs the bladed part of your weapon, and she's just looking at you.
Okay. Guess I gotta put a bit more oomph into this.
Please do.
All right, extra attack. And where the hell did it go? God, I lost it on my sheet. How the hell did I do that?
What if Daisuke was never there in the first place?
Oh, he's right here. Oh God, no, that ain't gonna do it at all.
Yeah, even a D6 wouldn't get you there. So she lets go of it as you clock back to swing again, and then immediately, just like with two fingers, like as you swing down, she catches it and looks at you. Was that bringing your all?
It looks like he's frustrated, and then there's a slight smirk as a quick bonus action comes in for Titan Knuckle.
Go for it.
21. Now,
Ooh, you miss, but a D6 will automatically get you there no matter what you roll. So go ahead.
9 with just a punch.
All right, she's gonna take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and then DC 16 con save, right?
Yep. Okay, yeah, she passed that.
Yeah. So it doesn't cause her to get knocked back, but you do see a bit of the scales like on her stomach like chip a little bit, and she looks to you. Not bad.
Always gotta keep some kind of surprise, right?
Yes. Maybe something a bit like this. And as her turn like comes up around you, she's gonna let me see what she's got. She puts a hand directly in front of your face. This might be a bit nippy, Daisuke. And you feel her. This is the first time you felt her Reiki flare up, but this is like, it's not the same as like what you'd expect. Like you felt enemies get stronger before, but this immediately feels like you're surrounded on all sides. As you see her hand raise up. Chorus of Winter. I need you to make a DC 16 dex save.
Oh no! Okay, I get advantage once. Oh, 16!
You just barely pass it. So you're not frozen in place and you won't take the additional cold damage that would start each turn. But you manage to, like, through just pure, like, spiritual pressure, you ward off the feelings of cold and, like, letting that sink in. Like, after... Good.
No, it's just for him reacting.
Oh, reacting. An entire 60-foot radius from where you're standing right now, the grass and everything is covered in ice. And you're just getting a look at her standing there, like, her hand lowers. Not bad. And then she's gonna go in for one of her claw attacks at you. Ooh, 12, that'll miss. So she goes in to slash, you just kind of like skid across the ice a little bit, and so you manage to slip out of the way, but she's kind of giving you a chuckle as she's watching you fight and like move around.
Steady feet.
You don't seem so surprised by the ice. Was the, what did you call it, a saint beast? Were they as proficient with it as I was?
Oh, no way. But that guy had like a whole room that was already ice themed. Like, he tried to really showcase it. You don't need that.
Not necessary. And that'll be part of what your training will teach you, Daisuke. Those without power seek to make you believe they have it. Those with power don't care if you know. You've seen what my Reiki is like when I release it.
It's a lot of pressure.
Why doesn't yours do that when you release it?
Yep. I was told before I got here that it's supposed to be the other way around. That's why I didn't do it.
I'm still containing it.
Oh.
I'm only letting you see a little bit of what I need you to see. To understand what you'll be capable of. By the time you're done training with me and Lynn, you see a very, like, you see her hand, like, getting frozen over, and it looks, you feel adrenaline beginning to, like, build up, like, both in you, and you see it on her face as she's smiling. By the time we're finished with you, I might actually have somebody that's fun to spar with. Kelm got so boring as of late. He's so set in his ways he can't keep up anymore.
Oh.
I'm curious too, as she's like, and I'm gonna say this is like for flavor. You guys are like boxing back and forth with this, just like basic like training and fighting. So as the punches are flying, she's like, "Tell me, what can I expect from the new Phoenix that'll be showing up?"
Tenacious as hell.
Lynn informed me they may have a bit of an attitude problem.
Oh yeah. He's got quite a mouth on him.
I look forward to it. I've always worked well with the Phoenixes we've had here. Spring and summer coincide very well with each other. And she's like swinging faster. Now, go ahead and fight. Take your turn. Like, basically, take your turn now, Dan.
Okay, Daisuke holds out the spirit weapon now, but this time it looks like he's actually holding a stance. Like, instead of just, like, swinging it before, like, brutally, now like, there's a notable difference. This time, I'm gonna definitely be using some martial dice just in case.
All right.
If she wants to see it all, I'm gonna do it all. Okay. Here is...
Whoa!
Let's see.
She sidesteps out of the way of it. You got a +10 to that. You're rolling horribly today, Dan.
Yeah, roll 20 has always been my friend. Even martial dice ain't gonna save me on that one.
Not unless you can roll a 7.
So I'm just gonna take the L on that one and go for extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
And 20. Okay, here comes ripple effect.
Just enough. Just enough. Roll the damage.
And I want to make sure I look over this again. Let's see. How does that work? Does that only work with crits? That only works with crits. Okay, never mind. So here comes 18.
Ooh, that's a sexy chunk. You deal 18 points of slashing damage directly into her as like you gash up the side of her arm. And like you see, like you may not have meant to do that as hard as you did, but you cut fairly deep into her arm.
And without even fully noticing, here comes Daisuke, like, once again, like, with a spin, coming in with another punch. And missing.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's gonna miss no matter what. Like, as, like, she blocks the punch spinning, she retaliates, like, using your momentum, and she's gonna knock you back with another Glacier Fist, or at least try to. 11 misses.
Oh, big time.
Alright, second attack. 28 hit.
That one's gonna hit, but let me take a look at what this move does. Okay, no, I should have done the last one. Never mind, that hit.
Alright. You're gonna take another 32 points, 25 force and 8 cold. And the thing with this is make me a dex save, DC 17.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're gonna get sent flying backwards 30 feet. So right there. And then as you get sent flying back, you notice her take a stance looking at you. Lynn tells me you have a bit of your old Sink Beast's abilities saved, correct? Or you found a way to replicate their old powers.
Yeah. Holds up arm right here.
This area was like, it was warm and beautiful, and it felt like a nice spring breeze was going across the area then. But right now it feels as cold as an Arctic tundra, as you see her getting into a position with her fist drawn back. Show me what the Makai's East had to bring.
Well, okay then. Let's see, how do they do that again? Daisuke takes the stance. Ice Dragon Fire! Now,
Launch it with advantage. Or
I think what it was is it's a dex save.
all right, I'm gonna give her a dex save with disadvantage then.
So 17.
Okay. Just barely.
Just barely.
So Daisuke, you see this, and I'm about to paint the scene for you, Dan. So get ready. She sidestep, like as you fire it out, and the massive ice dragon like rips towards her. It's ripping up stone and grass as it's bearing down on her. Then immediately, as it looks like it would freeze and grab her, like with both hands, she grabs like the ethereal ice dragon by each side of its jaw, and then she just rips it in half in front of you. And then you see her hold her hand back and aim towards you. Ice Dragon Roar. And this is a save, it's not a roll. I need you to make a dex save. I'm gonna give you advantage on this though.
16.
You just missed it.
Yeah, I figured.
Do you have any martial dice you can throw on this? Or anything you can do?
I can teleport.
Do you want to teleport out of the way last minute?
Cape of no return.
You Cape of No Return out of the way as you see... I don't know why I rolled it a second time. I was going to roll the damage. As you see flying out Ice Dragon Roar, where instead of a massive, like, almost semi-ethereal ice dragon flying out, she just sort of, like, releases her Reiki and screams, and the sheer, like... the sheer chilling pressure of it just causes trees to, like, ice over instantly. You teleport out of the way of it, but, like, your straight line is different compared to her, like, massive tundra of ice she just created.
He would have been teleporting, like, behind this rock over here. Like, whoa!
You like it?
Oh. Yeah, no. There is a huge difference between the two. Yeah.
She just had a...
This is much different than what Kelm showed me compared to, you know, the rock turtle.
She looks at the Judgment of the Seasons on your arm. I don't think you need that. And she's just eyeballing you up and down now. It was impressive what you did. What was the name of your... I'm sorry, I hate using the term Saint Beast. It's so stupid.
Oh, you're talking about the Siryu.
It seems even if that was the best Sayer you had, he wouldn't have lasted merely a minute against me.
Yeah, no, that was his ace.
You have the potential to be much better than that. So, I've decided on at least what this island's version of your training will be. We don't need to do warm-ups anymore. You're going to be put through something a lot worse. Daisuke, I'm going to teach you how to manipulate the powers of an ice dragon without that thing on your arm. It's a crutch. These techniques are not to be taught and learned and shared with anyone. Do you understand that?
Right.
If it should come to my attention that you're misusing this, or letting it be brought around to others to teach, these are not your moves to teach. These are for you to learn. Are we understood?
Heard you loud and clear.
Then you feel Reiki begin to spread around you as she puts her hand on your chest. And I'll upload the art to it for the next session so that we have it ready. But you're in the new Daisuke outfit that I drew for you.
Daisuke of the East.
Welcome, Apprentice of the East. Today you begin your training properly.
Whoa.
Who knows? Maybe one day you'll take Kelm's spot.
Wait, really?
And she's gonna start ushering you over to where you're training. You're just talking with her now. She's not as like... When she's not in like training you mode and just like in casual talking, she's fairly nice. Possibly. You have the resilience to do it and you have the natural like build to be strong enough to handle his abilities. You just simply have to defeat him to take it.
Does that mean it turned into a turtle?
You know, I don't actually know if I've ever seen Kelm use that form. I don't think he likes it. Big Shell gets in his way. She's just
My
chuckling
wife would
softly.
feel about that. I mean, I think she would want me to get a desk job.
It's an offer on the table. I don't extend this offer out to many.
It's an honor.
You have the resilience to make a wonderful cardinal direction. And I believe you have the heart to uphold the values that we try to keep.
Well,
Balance must be maintained. But to do that, balance must be achieved.
gonna take a lot of balance to tip those scales against August.
There's no comparing to that thing. If and when that thing should rise, it will be everyone's problem. Shooting for the goal of a god. Not the best, but surely there's a more mortal goal you have in mind.
Mortal goal?
What?
Well, I just want to deck him in the schnoz and show him we're not to be messed with.
That I can help you do.
And I gotta take out a Ruzumi as well, because he's also everyone's problem.
What's an Aruzumi?
A demon I fought at the finals of the Dark Tournament. Well, first he really got me because he killed my brother. And then I found out that he's been eating children. And apparently he used to fight against the Three Kings. but they beat him so bad he got weak and had to resort to eating kids. And then he got really mad because I kind of kicked his ass at the tournament. And apparently he got so mad that he went to August.
And so he's bitter, and he's looking to bait you into a fight.
And he already has. And this guy... Is there really anyone crazy enough to actually drink that ocean water?
Desire comes in all shapes and forms. Sometimes a slow simmering desire is worse than something boiling over. It gives you time to be methodical and think, weigh your options. How bad do you want something versus how much will it cost you? If he's the type to think it out, he's probably has some plan. If he's not, he's impulsive and he wanted to defeat you as quickly as possible.
Keeps telling me over and over that he wants me and he'll kill anyone to get to me.
What is it about you he wants?
I didn't think he'd take that loss that bad.
Oh, intelligence or history, Dan, your choice.
They're both the same. How's an 8?
An 8's not gonna get you anything.
Yeah.
You know, she's looking you over. Yeah. As far as I can see it, if he's this obsessed with you, it means he's either in love with you or he's afraid of you.
Could it be the second one?
I don't know. She's looking you up and down.
Hey, Orochi gave me that same look.
Forgive me. I'm merely teasing.
Ugh.
If he's afraid of you, then that means you have fear on your side. We're going to teach you how to manipulate that.
Cool.
And as you say cool, everything starts to get like icy around you again. Very cool indeed. What do you say we start with a light jog around the perimeter of my domain here? I'm thinking 100 laps before the sun sets should be enough.
100 laps, roughly. Wait, how big is this place?
About the size of Osaka.
About 100 Osakas.
She's poking you in the legs. You could do with a little leg training, it seems.
Yeah, you ain't wrong about that.
Well, don't worry, I'll be able to keep you motivated. If you trust me, of course.
I trust you.
Alright. And with one swift motion, she takes all your shit. Your cape, your mask, your judgment of the seasons, all of it. Run. I'll give you 10 minutes before I start chasing. And Daisuke is gonna start his training.
No, it Honda felt.
You feel just a spirit like reach out to you from across the dimensions. Run, Matsumoto!
You have boulders hurled at him, I'm gonna have glaciers hurled at me.
And as you begin to start jogging and running and getting your training started, before we go back to Matt, we're gonna jump back to the other two at Yamada's. I just read Prada Demon on my sidebar, and I was like, why do I have pretzel demons in here? They're so delicious. Salted evil.
Salted evil.
Alright, let's change this music up. What kind of music do you need, Batty? What do you want Spike to put on?
Just any normal type music. Yeah, that works, which is fine.
Yeah, he starts He starts getting into it after he just before we start with Naoki, let me do one thing.
Okay.
Kunai, make me a charisma check.
Oh.
Now, where is Spag? Yeah, no, you guys are playing cards left and right. I use charisma because I couldn't think of what else to use for that. But it's just more of like games of bluff. And you don't know how a blind man is kicking everybody's ass at poker, but he's doing it.
It's that impenetrable poker face, I swear.
Yeah. Peepers has been watching this game like a fucking hawk.
Learn anything, Peepers?
Well, I think the cards are probably edible.
That is not what I was thinking you would learn, but good job.
You guys are over there doing that, but Daddy.
Okay. So, Nogu's just like looking at the invitation. Hey, so when your parents coming over?
They'll be over tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. It was all right.
Or rather tomorrow morning, but.
Oh god. Yeah. Okay. That's the last thing I want to do. I need to see them. And
it would make it easier because Hiroki already knows, and he'll tell them if you're not there. And then they're gonna be. You see Hideki starting to sweat, and his face goes purple a little bit, and he's not even looking at you as he's rambling. It's gonna be like, oh, Hide, where's this person Hiroki was talking about? Are you trying to hide them from us, Hide? What's wrong with?
Yeah, he's just gonna like punch his shoulder. Hey, I'm actually kind of looking forward to meeting. But afterwards, I do need to head to the Makai to get more of that help you were talking about.
Do what you need to do down there. I'll keep everything together up here.
Yeah, I need to I'm actually gonna need to talk to Kunai because he's been different recently.
If you guys need a moment alone, I can tag in and like, you know, just kind of like gesturing like.
I kind of want to make this public. Okay. Well, I'll see you late tomorrow.
I mean, he's not leaving. He's still here.
Yeah, no, but Naoki's like in the process of walking over to Kunai. Yeah, Kunai.
What is it?
Oh, that's the wrong button. Sorry, my bad. There we go. 20 hit you.
Are you punching Host Mind?
I am punching Host Mind square in the fucking face.
Jesus! What was that for?
Hey, I got your attention?
Are you intending to do damage?
Yes, I'm dealing fucking damage. Not the other bit. Ignore the other bit. The 15 bludgeoning.
Jeez.
Can I, for flavor, just like punch like Kunai into the wall?
You can, but you're gonna have to make the save against the Jagan visual migraine.
That's fine. I'm doing this to make a point. What's the save?
You have a choice. You can do a DC 17 Charisma save or a DC 22 Wisdom save.
DC 22 Wisdom?
Yep, or DC 17 Charisma.
I do not pass.
Okay, so as you send Kunai flying back, you're going to take 44 points of damage.
He's just like grabbing his face. Ah, God, that was worth it. Oh, shit. Fuck.
I knew it was close. Host Mind, stand back. I know exactly what to do. He gets into a Karate Kid pose.
No, I'm done. I just wanted to get your attention, Kunai.
You didn't have to hit me for that.
No, I did. How does that make you feel? What are you gonna do about it?
Really? I'm angry. Why? Why did you do that?
Good. I want you to remember that.
What is the point? is?
Good night. I need to talk to you about something.
What?
What happened since your big concert?
What do you mean?
Ever since your big concert, you had zero confidence in yourself. And anytime somebody either challenges you, or tries to talk down to you, or blames you for something, you crawl back into yourself. Like you're not Kunai fucking Sashijin.
I mean, I'm not. That's not my name.
Well, you know. Whatever. You get my point. What I'm trying to say here is that I heard about your little conversation with your former bandmate. And I just keep hearing you apologize to every single person you meet. You did nothing wrong.
I've done a lot of things wrong.
This meeting, this was not a bad thing. Okay, maybe we should have told some people earlier. That's fine. Maybe we should have made as many assumptions. That's perfectly fine. But the point that I'm trying to make here, Kunai, is that your two current threats, other than you know who, a giant eyeball monster that is able to control people and manipulate their minds, and a seductress demon that can mind control people and use her charisma to spread her power. If you're going to fight either of these two entities, you're going to need to inspire the same confidence they do. Now, to be fair, they are giant demons and they're using their powers to manipulate people. Sure, you can do that too. But you're gonna also need to become a leader. You catch me?
Kinda, yeah, but why a leader?
Because... Oh, I'm gonna be pointing to the little eyeball.
Peepers is jumping up and down with like his tentacle raised up. Can I answer it, Host Mind Assaulter?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because you're, according to what I've been hearing in your brain, I don't think it's processed yet, but you're not a Mazaku. You're a Mao.
Exactly.
Yeah, I keep hearing that, and I am going to make that everyone else's problem. But realistically, my issue isn't so much confidence so much as it is intense pressure from our whole situation.
Well,
And
you're
I'm
gonna
just
need to
trying
rise
not to
above
make
that.
things worse.
And honestly, if you keep apologizing, I get it. You feel sorry, you feel bad. You don't understand why you feel sorry, but you know you hurt somebody. You may not know how, but there's also certain situations to where, hey, somebody's gonna talk to you and somebody's gonna challenge you, and you're not going to be in the wrong. I don't think what you did for your former bandmates is selfish in any way, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. Now, I get why they're upset. I get why, what's her name? The red hair. I'm sorry, I'm not good with names. Anna. The reason why she's upset is because, yeah, her life's been hell for the past, couple years. I get it, right? It's horrible. You didn't do that. It's okay for her to be upset, but you're not the reason she's upset. So you should not take the blame for that.
Right.
Okay.
Did that have to be so violent for you to tell me that, though?
Yes, I want this to be drilled into your head. Because you have unlimited potential, and you have a lot of scary battles to fight in the future, and I want you to be the same kunai that was on stage.
I mean,
You
don't remember it.
it.
Don't forget, Three Eyes, you and I fought against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, on stage. The level of command she puts into her music when she's outside her own head. It's next world. I felt it when you were performing. I'm wondering why you don't bring it out again.
You need to bring out your anger, your rage. You are kunai fucking... Wait, what was your last name again?
No sausage.
Yeah, something like that. You are you. Whatever name you're using right now.
She's gonna grab you by both of the shoulders. I need you to get this through your thick fox skull, Naoki. My name is Yuzuriha Takahashi. That is my actual name.
Yuzuriha...
Daisuke calls me Yuzu.
Yuzuriha Takagachi. Gotcha.
Close enough.
Close enough. Oh, wait, you're just gonna take that?
Yeah,
I just
am
fucked up
gonna
your
take
name
that.
again.
It's you. You never get anything right sometimes.
Okay, that is fair. You know what? You're right. Again, I'm really bad with names. Anyways, do you see my point here?
Yes.
Bring out your inner fire and kick some ass. You got this.
Speaking of, I have an appointment with a certain madam.
You keep it.
But how smart, I thought we didn't know where she was.
I know someone who probably does.
Oh, excellent. Well then, it was nice meeting with you all, but apparently me and Yuzahira have things to do. And you see May come over and just like, she picks you up the way like a mother cat picks up like a small kitten.
Oh, I guess I'm going over here now.
And she just kind of like stands you up on your feet and dusts you off. And just like looking at you standing, she just kind of like straightens your back out and fixes your posture. Stand with confidence, please.
Yes, boss.
Not boss this time. This is, Hideki. And he just looks over to May. I need you to temporarily fill in for my position at the office for a little while. She just gives you a look. You're not the only one that was manipulated by her for years.
So, am I to take it that this means whatever I do to this lady is off the books?
No, she's a roaming problem. You needed to deal with it anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I was going to get very graphic with it, just so you understand.
She's an S-class problem, and we can't let her roam around the human world freely. I was planning to go hunting for her myself while you all dealt with whatever it is you were doing, but... if this coincides with everything anyway, I think 10 to 20 years of imprisonment has earned me an afternoon of vacation time.
I would agree. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go call up a certain male idol, I guess?
Hideki just looks at you. I don't think Akira works there anymore.
Not that one, a siren.
Before you dial up Siren, Batty, did you have anything else to do?
Kick some ass, Yuzu! And then Naoki is gonna walk over to Hideki. Okay, so here's all the money to fix Yamada's wall. Just give that to him whenever, yeah. Okay. And that's my bit.
You call him Siren Noodle?
Yeah.
Alright. You're sitting here, you start to call, phone rings, and then you just you just hear gruffly, hello?
Hey, siren.
Marcy?
No, it's me, Kurai. Or I guess Starbreaker.
Starbreaker! What's up?
Hi. Do you happen to know where the madam is?
I haven't smelled her around here, but she's somewhere close.
Alright. You maybe think you could pop by for a minute so we can share thoughts on her exact image?
I'm gonna roll something for him. I can never find my other dice when I need it. Yeah, I got time.
Sweet. We got more pizza if you want.
Oh shit, pizza? Damn, you should have led with that. And he starts like making his way over. Give me like 2 hours, I'll be there.
Nice.
And at this point, Plum is like standing up. Well, I've eaten all the food you all have, and I've taken most of Yamada's valuables. So I'm ready to go. Byra? Just kind of like looks at her. Did you guys need me for anything?
We're just really happy to see you're doing well.
Don't do anything stupid, please. We'll be here in the area, just... Like, wait, why are we even leaving it? Plum, what do you have to do? She goes and whispers something into his ear. What do you mean it cracked? And then he starts running out towards the car. Yeah, no, he's gonna be upset about that.
What is it?
Wanted to make the hole bigger. Might have broke his sword. He's gonna be upset about that. And Pyro's like, you just hear him screaming from outside, God damn it! And on that point is where we'll switch back over to the animal realm. Song. No, that's not enough. Yeah, that'll work. I'm just looking for the map. Give me a second, y'all.
Hey.
Matt, you walk for a long time following with this this large lizard man. As you guys make your way through, you eventually come up to the point of a river, which is leading it leads north towards the mountain. But as you're starting to get closer towards it, everything just starts to feel more and more so familiar towards you again, Matt. And you would be right here at the bottom of the map near the riverbank.
Oh.
Start to walk up, everything's peaceful. As you start going, walking past and around, you start to see more patchworks. Different types, too. Some of them look healthier than others, some of them look more in pain. But they all are just kind of going about their ways. For each one that passes by, the large, lizard lowers his head.
Are you alright?
See them suffer so much. People associate this realm with one of the three hellish, but it's not so bad. To deny someone their chance to even get a second chance. It just reminds me of the stories you told me about how cruel he could be. Roll a history check with advantage.
14.
You notice little places around here near the riverbanks. You put a hand in the water and you just feel the stream, and it's cool. It's nice. You notice little dugouts and caves all around here where you assume some animals must go to burrow or hide from something. But you see an especially larger cave. It's not very deep or far in, but it looks like it would be shelter enough from like rain. And you're just drawn towards it. It would be like right about here.
Uh,
Do you go to investigate?
I do.
Roll me investigation.
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 I find a real shoe.
With that 16. You're looking along the walls. You're looking along like everything in here, and you have to squat down to get inside, but once you do, you curl up a bit. You could fall asleep here. It's very cozy. And as you're stepping back out and like this being is looking at you, like you notice something on the upper part of like just on like the lip of the cave carved into the stone. You see letters. You see ELIAS.
Just get a sad, sad smile. I guess I was already here once.
I remember coming by here. You looked like a drowned rat.
Wow.
You wouldn't leave this place for a while. You said no matter what, even as things were leaving, that was the one thing you weren't allowed to forget. You never told me what an Elias was, though.
Elias was he was my friend, my human. He took me in. I was the runt of my family, so
He... I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. I got to say my goodbyes to him in the end.
You still remember something from your old life?
I can remember almost everything. Up until the point I went to the castle. And I met him.
As you say castle, roll an insight check.
Oh, 15.
See his pupil dilate a little bit, and he sort of grabs the side of his face like he's in pain, but he then looks at you. Forgive me.
It's alright. You don't need to. I'm guessing you also.
I was there, but I don't remember anything.
Same.
And you immediately see like his pupils dilate again, and with you, I need a perception check with advantage.
Oh. Oh, 17.
17. as his pupils dilate, he immediately pushes you back inside of that hole, and like it's a tight space, but he squeezes inside there with you. Please stay quiet. Stay quiet.
Immediately cover my mouth with my hands.
And then you don't see it, but actually, no, I'm not going to do that yet. So you can't see what it is that he's hiding from, but you see over like the water, like casting a shadow on it. It's like the size of like 3 of those logs put horizontally next to each other, and it is way longer than they'll ever be.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's just going over you, and all you see are skittering legs like jamming into the water. You see what looks like a long like tendril moving around, but as quickly as it appears, it starts to vanish, and you feel like this overwhelming presence start to leave, and the shadow disappears soon. I think we should be okay.
What's that?
I believe you would know it in your world as Omukade. It exists a little differently down here in this realm. It serves as our... what would you call it? Waste removal. It's been looking for Suture. It's been trying to hunt him down, to fix the damage he caused to this realm. But it also does not distinguish between prey and the one it looks for. Part of life in the animal realm is to live like an animal, and to do so in nature. This realm saw fit to give us an apex predator. As long as you navigate properly, Omukade is not too much of a problem to deal with. We just best avoid it if we can.
I see.
If it's here, though, that might mean Suture's not far behind. But that is not a problem for you to deal with. We will get you to Izanami. When the time comes, Suture will be dealt with how he's supposed to be dealt with.
It doesn't feel right just leaving it like this, though. I know you're just trying to help, but I don't think I can just let this go. Not this easily.
You said
You have
once
to
before.
understand, surely.
You seek to make everything better for us and help. But this is our existence. Until our debt has been paid off spiritually.
With that monster here, that's not exactly going to fully happen now, is it?
I can't say.
Exactly, you can't.
I've never even really seen Suture. I've heard stories about him. Mainly from you. I think you might be the only one here who's actually seen him.
I wish I could remember.
We all awoke here as patchworks. And really, we more than anything like to leave, but it'll take a complete soul to move on. And we don't know where all of ours are. If you wish to help us, Matt, speak to those who govern these realms. This punishment must have had a blind eye turned towards it, or your realm must truly be in peril if they haven't noticed what's been happening to us.
Unfortunately, what's going on here is less dangerous than what's about to happen outside.
Then you can't waste time. We will be all right. You can do so many great things. And you see him grabbing his head as he's just like looking at you again. You have the ability to do so much good. You have what's necessary. Then you just see his eyes go wide. I just rolled something very good for you, Jack.
Hmm?
Tears are starting to pour down his face.
What's wrong? Are you alright?
He starts backing up from you. I know you. From the castle, I remember you.
What happened?
I can't explain it to you right now.
Please!
I'll tell you soon. I promise. But something needs to be made right first. And I believe the way to start that is to at least get you to the foot of the mountain. I can go no further with you than that. My place remains here in this realm. And he starts to like help you up and walking forward. And you guys just sort of continue on in silence a little bit. But every now and again, roll an insight or a perception check.
Insight better. And yet still only 10. I roll a 2.
You're keeping watch of everything around you. Every now and again, you notice him turning his head back towards you and just looking at you. You don't feel any like malicious intent from him, though. If anything, it's like this overwhelming sorrow is just engulfing you. And you guys are going to move forward along the river. Be about right here. After a bit, you see small like lights flashing. And once they begin to fade and sort of like drift off, you see smaller animals just all around. They look like they if there were dogs, they look like pups.
Hmm.
Souls who must come here. Their time on Earth perished, and for whatever karmatic reason, they were told that this is where they'll be. but they were started as younger beings, which is good for them.
This is all so much still.
You're wandering the realms of the dead, Matt. If there was anybody who was alive that could grasp the entirety of death, I would challenge you to show me them. You just hear in the back of your head, I grasp it. That's because you're
No.
starving yourself, you idiot. Shut up!
Oh, can you... We're trying to have a tender moment here. I just sound like a fucking crazy person saying that out loud.
I'm sorry. Did I ruin it?
Not you. I pull out the orb. It's these three chuckle fucks. I just turn them to each I just turn it to show each face. They're talking up here.
You came here with stories the first time, and you've come back with more.
Oh my god. You have no idea.
What's the world looking like?
I'll skip over most of the boring first couple of years stuff. Although I weirdly came back as a half-wolf child. It was strange. And then I basically got kidnapped and taken to America for a long time. Skip ahead a good couple of years, I found myself employed by Spirit World itself to deal with a problem during a tournament of some kind, I'll just say. Oh well, once again, I won't go into too many details about that. Things happened, I came across these there, and they can be very annoying at times, but there's something very powerful hidden inside that I also had to deal with. And things also happening until getting to this point now, including the very dangerous things that I'm here for in the first place. That was a lot to get through in just a couple of minutes.
He's just kind of like listening to you intently as you speak. You spent both of your mortal lives trying to be there for others and do good.
I can't help it.
I'm surprised you weren't put in the Asura realm instead.
Why is that?
They're the realm of beings in the heavenly side.
Oh,
More than men, but less than gods. Your spirit will no doubt go there the next time. Take solace in the fact that you know where you'll go when you die. And it will not be a place like this.
Of
course, I don't want to see you in any of these realms anytime soon.
I'll try not to come back to them anytime soon.
I'll be keeping watch for you. I've been here for about 200 years. So... it gives me plenty of time to keep watch. And gestures back to the cave as you guys are walking past. It seems like you're usually drawn to your natural hangout, so I at least know where to look for you. Indulge me, if you will, while we walk. Tell me about Elias.
Such a dirty boy. Oh, everybody in that town was kind of filthy because, well, you know how it is during that time. 1800s, baths weren't the most common thing for everyone. Poor family, but he never let it get him down. Yeah, always made sure that no matter what, I always had some food along with everybody else, even if he had to share his own. Always made sure to protect me, and I used to protect him from anyone who would try to do wrong to us. I even went to school with him a few times, and technically became a member of the class. Although there was one time when I was very hungry and I kind of ate some people's homework. Not my proudest moment, but I was still just a wolf, so. But never raised his voice to me. I think that's kind of what hit home harder. The fact that even when I did do something wrong, he was never angry, just disappointed. Do you know how much disappointment hurts more than yelling?
Yes.
I always said I'd protect him.
And here he is protecting you. That's how you did it. And he's just like looking you up and down. That'll add to my karmatic time here. Matt, we should probably go. I don't want to be here too much longer in case it shows up again.
Okay.
You both start making your way forward. And he's gonna mutter something before we end the session. I would like you to make a perception check to see if you hear it.
Oh, 13.
Let me see how stealthy he's being. Ooh, that's a 6.
I was gonna say, it's probably very quiet around here anyway.
Yeah. It's immediately after the scene, you catch something, you can't make out completely what he's saying. But you do manage to make out 2 things. I don't know what it is, but you would know what this is. You hear Elias's full name. And then the last thing you hear is him muttering a number that when you hear it, you freeze in your tracks, like walking from him. Like as you guys move forward and you're near the foot of the mountain, the number you hear was the cage that the doctor had you in. It was the one you were assigned to while he was experimenting on you. And the reason you freeze in your track, none of the animals there would have ever seen that number. Matt, what's wrong with you?
Who are you?
I'm nothing. At least, I wish I could go back to being nothing.
There's only one way you could know that number.
And as he turns his head and you look him in the eyes, for the splittest of seconds, make a history check with advantage.
$18.
You recognize that gaze looking down at you from a cage as it opens you up and drags you by the collar out. It's not the exact same feeling, but those are the same eyes.
You.
That's where we'll end for right now. And we'll come back to this next time, Jack. Hold on to it.
I've never just jumped into a D&D session and had it go well immediately. There really has to be the 20-minute warm-up before things really start clicking. And that can be scary and frustrating if you're an actor or you're trying to improv and stuff, because it's really just you explaining where your character is and what they're doing, that first interaction that the DM gives you.